Hi, this is Tom and Annie from 2 Cave Aquatics, and we're outside in the backyard, the side yard, wherever you want to call it. And this is where I've been spending the last couple of months working on this stuff. Back here, getting ready to put in a Japanese Medaka rice fish pond. And over here, it's a 125-gallon pond. So I need to dig a hole down in there so I can bury about half of it, so it'll be below the ground level, and figure out which way I want to turn it. There's some driftwood. I think I'll put some river rock in here and some pea gravel, maybe some of these big rocks over here. Got some nice driftwood for it. And I've been working on this yard for a while, and he picked up some lilies yesterday for me to plant. And let's see, putting these slate steps in, and started from the road down on the side of the house, all the way from the road. You couldn't even see the sidewalk. We didn't even know that stone wall was there. This house was built in 1898. And there was a massive thorn bush here and sumac tree that completely covered this whole area up, all the way down here, up into this oak tree. It was just a massive, gnarly mess. So it took a while to get rid of all that and eradicate the weeds and stuff on this side bed here, and then plant it with thousands and thousands of wildflowers that are good for this area here in the Hudson Valley of New York. They'll come back every year. These are perennials. And down over here on either side of this slate steps I'm putting in, I've got snapdragons, thousands of them coming up. You can see these little plants here. These are all snapdragons. There's snow white snapdragons along the side of these steps, and multicolored ones all the way down here, and then down there where it's brown, there's wildflowers there too. This whole hill I had to redo because it was just full of gnarly little straggly trees and invasive weeds and junk, and it was just terrible. You couldn't even see the Jeep up there, the road, anything. So I took it down to the soil and seeded it with wildflowers. And up top there's some Mexican sunflowers. They don't look like regular sunflowers. You have to Google them if you've never seen them before. They're a nice big bushy plant with hundreds of like burnt orange flowers. And I planted that side of the shed. I'm getting ready to paint this big shed here on the left side there. That brown area over here, that's full of 4 o'clocks flowers, and the outside edge of it has baby's breath. All around this oak tree here, there's thousands of baby's breath flowers coming up. Those are the type that a lot of times florists will include those when you buy a dozen roses or a bouquet of flowers. They're the stem plants with lots of little white flowers on them. But yeah, the rice fish pond is gonna go there, and they can survive and breed in the temperatures here, survive over the winter. Possibly some white cloud mountain minnows in there as well. I have some in my 75-gallon tank. Those can survive out here over the winter. And I'm gonna be putting in a solar pump with a fountain, possibly a filter, and that's gonna be solar. I found some solar products online, and the solar ones that have an extension cord, so if it's only like 10 foot long, they have a 20-foot long extension cords or whatever. I can run it over to the side over there, where this gets full sun most of the day. And I got a bunch of work to do over here, moving some of these big stones around. Some of these big stones I'm gonna be putting around the rice fish pond when I get it installed here. I think that'll look nice. There's gonna be a cajillion flowers, and these will all come back. All this stuff will come back. The baby's breath and the snapdragons won't. They're annuals, but I'll get a ton of seeds from them, and I can save and plant next year. Then I got a shade-loving wildflower mix for along the front of the shed. And I decided when I'm all done with this project, I'm gonna turn the shed into a hot tub room, a big hot tub room with skylights on the top. I'm gonna paint it, of course, and put some of that mirrored window tint, where it's like mirror on the outside, you can see through it, that nobody can see in it. And it's really long and tall. It's a nice big shed. But there's a massive kiln in here, and a bunch of molds I need to put online and sell. It's from Jim, the artist that we inherited this home from. This is bluestone. It's original to this area. They used to quarry it out. Nice big long slab of it. And bluestone steps. And like I said, 4 o'clocks over here that are coming up. And baby's breath around the outside. And I've been working on our wine berries and black caps over here. And I got a massive elderberry bush there that's gonna yield a bunch. Getting ready to paint the house. So there's some, and I'm redoing both decks. I gotta pressure wash this one yet. Sand it, sand the one in front. Get some natural stain for them and reseal them. So yeah, there's the paint scraping, and got a bunch of pepper plants up here. Cowhorn peppers, cayennes, Anaheims, purple bell peppers. I love growing peppers. And some green peppers, and red bell peppers, Tabasco, hot banana peppers, eggplants, red ghost peppers, lots of just different bell peppers, and I planted a few more, like 8 more today. And then over here are the tomato plants, cherry tomatoes, and other varieties of tomatoes. So Andy and I, oh look, there's a snake. Ooh, it's a cobra. Anyway, yeah, just earlier this afternoon I had to go and meet my new psych doctor. Met him today. He's a really nice man. I enjoy. I only got to see him once a year, but he's a really nice guy. And he checked me out. Everything's running good on me. So yeah, this is what I've been doing out here, redoing all this stuff. I got to pressure wash the brick. I'm getting ready to paint the house. The bottom half of it is brick, original 1898 brick. I'm painting it a tricorn black, TRICORN. It's a new color by Sherwin-Williams. And I think it's gonna look amazing. It'll pop, and it'll look nice contrast to all these flowers here. And yeah, so I'll take you through. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be getting these Medaka Japanese rice fish eggs online. Buy the eggs from Japan. That's the only way you can get the rare colors, the unusual colors. And breed them out here myself, raise up the eggs to fry, get the fry out here, see how that goes. And yeah, I'm gonna plant some red raspberries over here. Annie loves raspberries. And make some elderberry wine and wineberry wine. And what other berries do we have out here? Black caps. You can make wine out of those. And when I'm done, we're selling those bricks there, but when all those are gone, I'm gonna reseed this little lawn here with red clover instead of grass. I like clover, there's a lot of clover here. And let's see, yeah, painting the house soon, redoing the decks. There's my tomato plants here, some of them. And around the side, this whole side here is full of flowers. And those 4 boxes there, zinnias and cosmos and tons of elderberry flowers. These are good, medicinal, good, just great stuff. There's so many different uses. You can make tea out of these flowers when they bloom. And I don't know what the hell this plant is. I originally thought it was rhubarb, but it's not. It's massive in here. So I'm just gonna, it's got huge leaves on it. So I'm just gonna let it continue to grow. But I'm gonna be cultivating and urging these elderberry trees. This one came up last year. I think birds dropped some seeds here and I just let it go, and now it's like 15 foot tall over here. And just I keep all the bottom branches off and keep that bare, and then just let all that energy go to making flowers and berries. So yeah, there's gonna be a ton of elderberries here shortly, and I'll get a nice winemaking kit. And what are these, Rosa Sharon? They have tons of nice flowers. So from the road up, from the road all the way down to this brick patio and that whole hill there, the yard is gonna be red clover. They have nice pretty flowers on them. And on both, it's all just, house is just gonna be wrapped in flowers. And I planted some more peppers today, Thai red peppers, different kinds of hot peppers, bell peppers. And he likes my stuffed peppers when I make them. Oh, yeah. And then, what herbs were in those packages that I planted today? Anyway, that long one there has lavender in it. That one over on the end has dill in it. That pinkish one.
You got basil.
Some of these are half and half. I got 2 different herbs or spices growing in these. So a couple different kinds of basil and thyme, oregano, chives, parsley, lavender, dill, sage. So with all those spices and all the aromatics from these different flowers that'll start blooming here. These will be the first. They'll start blooming here in the next few weeks, all the way to winter time. And it ought to smell amazing out here with the combination of the flowers and the herbs and spices. And I'm planting enough of this stuff that I can give away to some friends. Well, I don't have any friends, but what?
I do though.
Anne has friends. I don't hold that against her. My not having friends is quite by design and on purpose. I don't feel sorry for me, I don't. But yeah, I planted a bunch of hot peppers and giant red peppers. Planted these lilies the other day, and one of the neighbors gave me this big clay pot here, and the one in the center I found digging around over in the side yard. the stem and the bottom was broken out of it, so I shoved it down the middle and planted one of the lilies in the center. Yeah, baby's breath over here. Tons of snapdragons on the side of these bluestone steps I'm putting in. A rice fish pond, flowers everywhere, herbs and spices. These are all going on this rack over here, and it'll be going up in this corner here soon when I'm ready to paint the house. I'm gonna get all this stuff moved. So everything's gonna be nice and fresh. Then the last thing, I'll paint the shed. I've got some L brackets over here. I got some L brackets over here that I'm gonna be attaching into this side and the front of the shed here. There's already a couple of them on. And then I'm gonna put these big wide boards all the way down. And then all these peppers and the peppers and eggplants and all that stuff. I'm gonna transfer them over to that. So they'll be growing all these potted plants. All these potted plants here will all be transferred over to, I love these purple peppers. This one looks almost black. That's a really pretty pepper. And this one's getting nice and long. Callhorn peppers. But I think that's a good use of real estate. It's a pretty day here in the Hudson Valley. Look at that sky. My goodness. This is a historic home. One of the first and only homes that was built here up on this hill. And it's, for the first time in over 100 years or whatever, it is getting a major facelift. And Annie's loving it.
Oh yeah.
She's sneaking by me here. So yeah, my psych doctor said he subscribed to our channel. So hey doc, it was nice meeting you today. And yeah, he took my blood pressure. He said I got blood pressure of a 5-year-old. My heart, my thyroid and liver, kidney, everything's in excellent shape. And pretty good for a 67-year-old bipolar, but whatever. And he got me some more tomatoes there, 4 more tomatoes. I got 2 more tomato steaks here, so I can get 2 more tomatoes. That'll give me 16. I've had as many as 100 different places at a time. I love growing tomatoes. And he loves eating them, and I like giving him fruit and vegetables and stuff away. I always grow more than we need, and I can dehydrate some of this stuff. So yeah, so won't be long, and that pond will be in place, and we'll get it filled with water. I can actually just, when I do a water change on my 75-gallon or whatever, I can bring some of that water out here and get some water in here. Look into plants. There's some plants that might survive over the winter here in New York. I've had a 5-gallon bucket out here with water, and sometimes it'll get frozen over on the top, but so yeah, next time you see this, I guess, there's just gonna be thousands and thousands and thousands of flowers blooming here everywhere you look. And hopefully I'll have the house painted. And I still have some dwarf sunflowers to plant tomorrow. I think I'm gonna plant them along the wall here and a few other places. There's like 80 of them in that pack. So yeah, I'm gonna maybe plant some along the edge of that wall there. I don't know. And I got a little kiddie pool over here from the neighbor. I could put a bunch of dirt in there and grow sunflowers in it.
Flowers all over the place.
Flowers everywhere.
Love it.
So yeah, that's what I've been up to out here. And I'll be caught up here so pretty soon. I can start making some more videos about our aquariums and stuff. But I mentioned wanting to do Japanese rice fish, and I'm going to be putting them in right there. I think it's a great place for them, and there's going to be a little Zen garden here of flowers and herbs, and a little bird bath here, and some bird seed, and paint the shed and make it into a hot tub room. I think that'll be a good reward when I'm done with all this stuff. And it's great because I've already pressure washed the house and everything, and like that, it would cost me an absolute fortune to hire crews to come over here and do all this. The landscaping alone, I'd have to hire a different crew to do the decks. I'd have to hire a different crew to paint the house. You know, it just, no, and no. And I can remodel the inside of that shed, get it stripped down, put linoleum on the floor or something, and drywall it, insulated drywall it. Put some skylights in, get a nice hot tub in there, and call it a day. I think we'll get a lot of use out of it. And this will be cleared up here soon. It's supposed to be a nice open brick patio. And top it off with an outdoor fire pit, a big iron fire pit down there somewhere that doubles as a grill. And I think it's gonna be real nice. I was still picking through here. Some of the stuff there, weeds will pop up now and then, but next year it'll just be easier. The stuff is gonna reseed like mad. Like I said, I take it down to the soil. I wet it down real good. I seed it extra heavy. So there's just tons and tons of flowers coming in real thick. I seed it and then I cover it in peat moss, nice layer of peat moss, and wet it down. Just keep it wet for a couple of weeks. That keeps the birds and other critters from finding the seeds. It keeps the moisture in. It helps for a lot higher germination rate, and I do that with all my stuff. I planted these today with herbs and spices. There's a layer of peat moss on top of them. They'll all start poking through here soon. So, yep, that's what I've been up to. And Annie's been writing, and thanks to all our... And Annie stacked all the bricks there. There's a guy that supposed to be getting these bricks. They're in excess of 100 years old. Brickyards that don't exist around here anymore from back in the day. Good cement bricks with little stones in them. But yeah, I think it's gonna look great around here, and the old house will get a nice facelift. I think Jim would probably love just if he was still alive. He passed away over 2 years ago now, and he's an artist friend from childhood. He would just sit out here with his paintbrush and canvas and easels and just paint and paint and paint. So it's going to be very nice and zen and relaxing, aromatherapy, and have a little pond over there with a little fountain spring and all the beautiful pollinators that are going to come here that wouldn't otherwise. There'll be hundreds and hundreds of different pollinators coming here. Butterflies and moths and bees and hummingbirds, and gotta love all that. So from Tom and Annie and 2 Cave Aquatics, hope everybody has a great day. Like and subscribe, and that's our wrap.